Alright, welcome to whoever is around. Just saying hello. Right, so today we're gonna be working in a new mod. Well, in a new stage mostly. So yeah, pretty much that's it. So we're gonna be working a little bit. And this is a little commission for the same mod we were working on, which is a new Streets of Rage 2 Ultimate. But this time we're gonna be working a little bit on some stage design. So yeah, pretty much same stuff. So you want to drop by and say hi, so here we are. Just checking out some assets. It's gonna be a little quiet night tonight, which is fine. So if somebody else around, just come over and say hi, and we'll be around for a while. So let's check out stage 2 of Streets of Rage 1. So first let's work on the textures. I still want to keep the blue style with this. But yeah, so it doesn't look like ugly ass tiles. Let me see what can we do. Alright. I got an idea. colors here. I like this tone. This tone is pretty cool. Can use something here. Okay, here. So yes, the challenge is gonna be trying to make all this transition of color tones to look, you know, a little bit more uniform. For example, here we can use a brighter tone. Like Hey Natty, thank you. Finally, since I thought I would be alone today, but glad to have you here. How's it going? Yeah, sure. Wow, the source is not an easy place to try though. But yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, I'm gonna be working a little bit, so I am just trying to patch out a little bit details here, you know, make a little, working a little bit of some, keep the tone of this one all together. Yeah, so it doesn't look like full patch up stuff. Yeah, but at least I'm not alone. That's good. Thank you so much. Someone is around. Probably would be my first stream that I went almost fully quiet. And it doesn't matter much, right? Let me see how it's looking like. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay, this is looking good. So let's try this. Transition. Okay, seems it's working. Seems the concept is working with the lighting. Try to implement this Okay, let's see. Right, okay, I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. Let's try to use this tool for this part. Hold on a second. Alright, so let's continue with this. Let me see. Let's work on the transition of this part. Yeah, so yeah, I'm basically trying to work in a little work with gradients, and it's basically copy pasting, but also doing a little sprite work with little tricks in and there. So the blending, I mean the transition doesn't look so, you know, jarring. A little work in and there, a little tile work. There you go. So, look. It might take some stuff, but it still, I guess it's working in general. Not really that difficult, it's just a way to align them and then just work a little bit of that. So still need some trick so the edges look a little smoother. So how was the attempt to get the perfect seal? No success. Can you imagine this is not an easy task to get that part done. Whoever says the Streets of Rage 4 is an easy game, they really haven't played the game. ¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo estás? Bien, aquí trabajando un rato. ¿Tú cómo andas? No tengo nada ahorita para subir. O sea, no me pidas mods, por favor, no me pidas mods. Me choca que me agarren mi plataforma para pedir mods. No tengo, no sé, búscalo en los foros o no sé. Por favor, gracias. Realmente no me gusta que me estén pidiendo cosas en mi plataforma. Si quieren buscar algo, háganlo en los grupos, en los foros. Ahí está casi todo. Pero sí, perdona, pero no me gusta que me pidan cosas en mi plataforma, por favor. Si necesitas un mod, búscalo, pon ahí está Google, no sé. Ahí busca lo que sea. Sí, yo a mí no me gusta que me anden pidiendo cosas en mi plataforma, por favor. persona muy directa, yo no trato de decirlo de mala onda, simplemente no me gusta que me pidan cosas. O sea, generalmente las cosas están en sus plataformas, están ahí disponibles casi para todos. Entonces no me gusta que entren a pedirme cosas. No es nada personal, no es siquiera me gusta, nada más que no me gusta. Sí, yo creo que sí yo trabajo. Deja ver cómo se está viendo. Ok. Bueno, ya no, de menos ya no se ven los contrastes tan fuertes. Yo no sabía ni siquiera que existía ese modo, pero bueno, diviértete. ¿Qué son de esos mods rusos o qué? Yo jamás había escuchado de ese mod. Sí, son esos modos rusos. Yo sí como que hay algunas cosas que son interesantes de los mods de Rusia, pero algunos son una basura realmente. Sí, hay unos mods que no son nada buenos. Algunos sí son impresionantes. A mí, por ejemplo, el trabajo de Zero, que es uno de los mejores mods rusos que hay, su trabajo es exquisito, es un muy buen modder y tengo la fortuna de trabajar con él, de haber hecho varios mods juntos. Es un excelente modder, todavía de los que es creativo, de que hace cosas muy buenas. Sí, pero no todos tienen ese nivel, muy poca gente llega a tener ese nivel de excelencia que tiene este ser. Sí, ser es muy bueno, de mis favoritos de Rusia. Pero te he visto unas cosas que sí son una cochinada. Muy buen trabajo. Yo no doy clases en el cole, yo soy mis clases son particulares. Pero gracias, sí, ha estado bien. Tengo mucho trabajo, por fortuna empezaron a llegar más clases, bendito Dios. Ha sido buena temporada. ¿Y cómo te está yendo? No se está viendo tan mal la transición. Yo soy profesor particular. Hace muchos años fui yo daba clases en primarias cuando todavía vivía en China. Yo daba clases tocaba ir a las escuelas y clases presenciales. Ya luego me salí de ahí, ya no dejé de vivir en China. Ya se vino la pandemia, cambió muchísimo la forma de trabajar y pues ya me dediqué a lo que es el home office y me empezaron a contratar para clases privadas y pues me ha ido muy bien hasta ahorita y pues, no tengo que ser presencial, tranquilo, bien pagado. Si no fuera bien pagado para particulares, creo que no aguantaría haber estado haciendo algo así que en particular por tanto tiempo. Pues sí, eso es a lo que me dedico realmente. Un saludo a Melissa, ojalá le eche ganas y siga jugando. Mucho gusto, qué bueno que le gusta Streets of Rage. Sin duda de las mejores beat'em ups jamás creados. ¿Qué edad tiene tu hermanita? Bueno, sí se puede saber. Ay, Dios mío. Un segundito. Vamos a ver. Ok, esto que posición se ve bien. Ok, está interesante. Cambio de tonalidades. Alrighty, let's keep going. Yes, it works. Alright. Cuando estaba en noveno, una ex compañera le hizo una broma a un profesor. Te mandó un saludo. Ah, y luego quién me hizo un muchacho peludo. Ah. Saludos, muchacho peludo. Ay, son de bromas de secundaria. Ay, Dios mío, qué cagado. Ya ni siquiera me puedo enojar. Está tan estúpido. No, yo no podría enojarme, simplemente es bien estúpido. Today's a very quiet night. Oh, sí está. Herbie boy, welcome. How's it going? Welcome. Today we're working on something really interesting. How's it hanging? Glad that you made it. Yeah, working a little. The trick today, it's about making the transitions of the colors of this place to look smooth, like this, for example. So it won't look like all these cut tiles, but actually to make them look as smooth as possible. Yeah, that's today's challenge. Working on it as we speak. So how's it going on your side? Yeah, I'm so glad that you made it. I'm really glad that you made it. Let's see, let's use this part. Not too deep into it. So yeah, right now what I am experimenting is basically we use one part of the texture. The source of it was just this, and then been just playing around with the little stuff, the textures and stuff, so they try to look different and nobody can see the pattern as easily. I guess it's a challenge. How's your mod going? The project you were doing, from what I was looking, it was looking pretty nice. How's it going on that side? Yeah, let's use this part. So that stage you were doing, it's like a recreation of stage of the stage 1 from Streets of Rage 3. Okay, I'm gonna be as exact, but that will do. Yeah, the one you sent, the one, yeah, you do show in Discord. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Alright, so let's take a look. I'm gonna be working, of course, also in the edges of the window, so don't worry about it. So look. It looks good, I guess it's working out. Pretty good. I'm looking forward to see also Rainy's concept. He has also some idea about that. What can I do so I don't make the window so the window edge so jarring? Because in the end, look, it's cut here. So the only thing I am thinking is to use one of these. Like I pick up 3 like that. Then we use this one to make a separator. 4. No, it has to be 3. It has to be 3. It has to be 3. So this one. There. You can do the foreground later, it's fine as it is. There you go. Nice. Okay. Speaking of the devil, how's it going, Rainy? Speaking of the devil, glad to have you here. I thought tonight was gonna be a more quiet night since pretty much almost nobody tuned in. I know Natty right now is trying. She's working on getting the new Batman animated series. Oh, so you're getting a throwback. So you're watching old animations. That's pretty good. Batman animated series is one of the best ever. Anyone who knows or saw to know what I'm talking about. It's a fantastic work. Yeah. And Mark Hamill as a Joker, he is the man. And I still believe probably Mark Hamill is the best Joker ever made. Yeah, I said it. Mark Hamill is freaking fantastic. And actually, if you played the Arkham series of Batman, I guess you know what I'm talking about. Indeed. No. I am just coming. As I said, I was just thinking today it's gonna be a little quiet night. Just Natty came quickly to say hi. But she seems to be busy in other stuff. And, well, let her be. And then just start to work on this. Fuck. So it can look good in the contrast here. There you go. No, it's lost. And today's soundtrack is Final Fantasy Tactics. Not sure you haven't played this game, but I highly recommend it. It's a masterpiece. Final Fantasy Tactics. It was released. And another stream. Yeah, that could work. Some Moon Beach design. Okay. So you caught my attention. Send me the layers. I want to take a look at it. You know that's my favorite stage, right? Let me see. Is the transition looking good so far? Not bad, huh? Okay, not bad. Yeah, the what I was talking about. Yeah, yeah. Moon Beach is a freaking fantastic stage. I need to see that. I definitely need to see that. Change transition vertical here. There you go. Part of the transition will be lost anyway. Of course. Nah, the water there's. It looks very different. Okay. Pick this part. Are making a racket just next door. Fucking hate them. Shit. Don't you hate when neighbors start to make a fucking racket? I do. Can't stand those fuckers. Yeah, actually, yeah, I wanted to do a little stream last time, but it was also giving me some issues, and I said, "Oops, sorry." Guess that nice transmission I had to cancel it. Yeah, and I had the same issue because also I had to plan to do a little broadcasting. But yeah, it was gone. Okay, this transition I look good. Now let's do the lower part. We'll use this switch. Let's use another track. It's a fantastic music. Final Fantasy Taxi music is pretty good. Let me see if it's another good one. Let's use some antipyrectic. Oh, let's use this. The thing about this is I don't have as many fans in Twitch that I have on Facebook. I don't think many people. I mean, actually, even here on Facebook, I have an issue trying to get more fans, and I already have like 600. But no, I'm still not so popular on here. When they do that shit, and they don't know. For example, I have my doggies, right? My poochies. If they start to make a fucking noise, I just shut them up immediately. Like, shut up. Not even in daytime. By nighttime, definitely it's a no-no. They don't. I don't allow them to go barking, and they are chihuahuas, so yeah, you know the chihuahuas can be sometimes quite nervous and stuff. But no, still, I don't care if you're chihuahua or not. This is my home, and you shut the fuck up. Yeah, the problem, I might give it a go. I mean, I use Twitch mostly because, for follow other friends. If they already, if I have friends already, I just follow them there and, just talking. But I remember when I was in China, when I was living in China, I was trying my hand at it. And, China still blocked. It's a fucking, it's a black hole regarding the internet. So yeah, it was a little troublesome, to be honest, trying to tune in from China. But hey, I tried. This is working. What I want to do though, I want to do something. I heard that there's a way to make a connection, to make a transmission for video. But how can I do this? How can I do this? Let me see if I can do something like that, because I want to have some, instead of having friends here. Hello, 1 2 1 2. I want to see if it works. If any of you can come over here and violent talking in the here. Try to come over here and bring your microphone. Maybe we can chat with me. If so, probably we can have a little conference. And instead of you guys be typing, you could be talking. So yeah, in the Barbuds bar, in maybe Rainy or you, Herbie, you can try to come over. And see if you can come over and see if you can hear me out. Let me see if I can give you an invite. me see. Actually, I have you here. I know you're already in the syndicate, so just yeah. But I mean, since I am broadcasting and you talk, you will be heard here anyway. Yeah, sure, try or on your phone. I mean, you don't need to be on, but at least I can hear you. You don't have your microphone, Rainy? So I mean, if you just come over here, log in, and see. I'm not putting the screen because I am already there, so only just try to use your microphone so you don't be typing. You know, this is one of the... This is something I really wanted to do some time ago. And then just share, talk in, and see what's going on. Herbie testing 1 2 1 2. I only hear noise. I will. Hold on, we'll pause this. Okay, Herbie, try talking. Yeah. It's only a very weird sound. Yeah, I only hear a very weird sound there. Yeah. Oh well. Let's see if we can experiment. Alright, excellent. So in the meanwhile, I will continue working. Let me know when you are there. Let me save this shit. Okay. Back Ali. Remix. Alrighty. Yeah, because it was sounding a little bit weird. But okay. Rainy, 1 2 1 2. Let me see. Yeah, you are not. Let me see. Yeah, you seems you don't have microphone. Tune in. 1 2 1 2. There we go. Watch stream. Yeah, it seems that I can only see you. Microphone access is denied. Instruction for enable access to your microphone can be found in. Alrighty. That's pretty weird that they don't let you use your microphone. Discord help center. Go to the help desk. Alright, cool. Alright. So yeah, it seems that it's not giving you some issues with your microphone. Check this help because it shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I am using my microphone of the... Okay. Anyway, let's see if it works. Let me know. I will continue in the meanwhile with we'll continue working on this. This. Alright. Let's see. Herbie, 1 2 1 2.
Is it working now?
Now it works. Hell yeah, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it works now.
Yeah, I had to find my headset.
Nah.
I usually use a microphone, not on my computer right now.
I figure as much. But yeah, let's see if Rainy can come on and join us. You know what? I would prefer to, if I do a transmission, I would like to have it like this, so you guys don't need to be typing. See, okay, so yeah, it seems Rainy's definitely still have the icon of not microphone. I will see later. I can help you out with how can I do the help, because yeah, they should be able to get you. I mean, I see now I can hear you guys. Well, at least I can hear Herbie. Right.
Yeah, I was able to. It's because I was trying to use it with what do you call it, the earbuds.
Yeah, of course. Funny enough, I don't have my headset. I mean, this is the same microphone that I use for work, which is just a lapel one, the lapel pen type. But it seems
Not really.
but it seems still working pretty good, and it works well. So yeah, let's get into it. We'll put a little bit of I will put the music, but I will put it a little lower on the volume so I can hear you. Just put a little, not to be just completely silent. And well, okay, Rainy. Well, I guess you have to be typing. So well, yeah. Take a look at this. So this is the challenge: is trying to make this transition working on. This is the biggest challenge right now, and I guess it's gonna be very interesting. What do you think? Hello, hello.
Yeah, well, it's looking good so far.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's. I
You still
guess.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, it's looking
Yeah,
good.
that's
Okay, thanks. I guess it's.
a lot better than the weird squares they had before.
Yeah, well, sure. Well, considering the technology back in the day, the way they were working was like, it's a huge improvement for back in the day. I mean, back in the day, and actually even to mobile games, they were still working on tiles. But I guess the trick is that also they have a limited number of tiles to be working in, and I bet this transition will be taking forever. I mean, we'll take maybe 2 or 3 more um, layers to make them work. I'm quite positive that probably that's the reason why, but still, I mean, this is a game made for so many years, but yeah, I guess that's why.
Well, it's looking good so far, so
I appreciate.
I can say that much.
So you were telling me that you would like to try again to do another stream of remake.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe this Friday.
Ah, that could means tomorrow.
And tomorrow's Thursday as well.
Ah, fuck me, yes. Jesus Christ. Which world I'm living in? I don't know. But yeah, yeah. Tomorrow is actually Thursday. My God. Well, I don't know you, but there's been times that sometimes the time stuff goes so fast, and I don't know which day of the week I am.
That was like really bad, and like especially early in COVID and quarantine.
Oh, fuck me,
like,
yeah.
Just losing track of the days.
Well, I mean, you know that 2020 didn't exist.
Yeah, pretty much.
2020 didn't exist. I mean, it's not part of the calendar. It's like disappeared. You didn't know when or how this shit happened. Just being enclosed every day looked the same. Still, I mean, I didn't have as many classes as I do. Yeah, for example, today feels like a Thursday. True, that's true. Today still feels like a Thursday. But yeah, back in
I
the
will say
days.
one thing about 2020 though is that it gave me a good chance to learn a lot about making
Stages.
like SORmaker and everything.
Man, we work a lot. I mean, we have to admit the time we were just working for to make the mod working was pretty sweet. It was really cool. And
Yeah, it was.
and yeah, it was good to have a new person. I mean, someone who was willing to learn and and get into this stage making and stuff. All the work we were doing for Streets of Camarocho and the DC was pretty solid. At least I was having a lot of fun, and once again, it feels good to have someone who is willing to learn this thing, because in the end, stage making is still a quite niche. It's not something that a lot of people do it very often. But yeah, it was
really nice that you were able to help out so much with DC especially, and then to be doing like the collaboration for Camarocho.
Yeah, we gotta get back to that right now because I only have a huge backlog going on. But definitely I need to get back to Camarocho. It's definitely one of the things that I've been eager to go back to, but yeah. Also the thing is, Natty was back in the day. Also, she was a little bit semi-retired.
Yeah, that's when she was like when we were all thought she was retired from remake SORmaker.
Yeah, so we were like, nah. But then when she started to go back to the groove, it's like, nah, fuck it. She's without question one of the person I like to work together with. And yeah, it's pretty smooth. In the moment we start to get back into it, you see.
Yeah,
what
it
I
was
like,
like even when I saw you guys working on the Syndicate.
Syndicate Chaos was good.
Syndicate 3.
Yeah, we almost got this
That
done.
one was pretty cool.
Yeah, Syndicate Chaos
DJ.
was a pretty good mod, and yeah, we also been working on that. I still need to finish the DJ. I still need to finish DJ. And right now, well, first I'm doing this, and then I will do the fucking DJ. But I know she can hear me, so she will go and give me.
One of the best parts of the Syndicate mod was all the new enemies that were added in, I think.
Of course. I mean, I guess the coolest part that we were doing right now with Syndicate Chaos is like we are bringing the vibes or from an old classic mod that is from Blisp's Syndicate story, but now with a little bit of patch using the Streets of Rage 4 storyline. I guess is
And then a whole lot of graphical updates and everything.
Yeah, I mean, because the concept that the Glyph had for that mod was freaking fantastic. He was really looking good in that. I mean, the mod was good for its time. It was one of the first mods actually that they were released on SORmaker. And well, of course, I mean, Les didn't have too much experience on stage making. I mean, it was still for 5.0. So yeah, it's old. But then we learned the tricks.
That,
Go ahead.
I remember that way back in the day, seeing like this YouTube video for Syndicate Story, like the original one. And that was the first SORmaker mod that I'd ever seen, and I didn't even know that feature had existed at the time. So, and then when I first watched the video, I was like, wow, there's a Streets of Rage maker.
Yeah, definitely. It was one of those one of those mods that was showing the capabilities that we had in mind, right? I mean, like he wanted to have to be, you know, the baddies that should be the heroes, right? I mean, it's to rebuild the Syndicate again. That was basically the plan of Dr. Zero. And yeah, it was back in the day. It was like, wow, that's a freaking cool idea and stuff. And even, of course, using Yasha and Onihime, we were able just to, well, Bliss were able to put her as an enemy. Yeah, the first few months were something else. This was Rainy saying, yeah, there were a lot of things to be working on. We got really good ideas, but still we were limited. I remember, I mean, when I was working on Hunter, it was like, wow, I always wanted to do something. You know, since I was a kid actually, and I started to look at beat 'em ups, I was always like, okay, oh, I wish I could make this part for a stage and stuff like this when I was a kid. So when I got SORmaker, And so like, wow, now I can actually try to do this shit. And that was fucking cool. I mean, since that time I was like, okay, I guess I found out how to do shit. I studied graphic design in college. So with that knowledge, it's like, alright, let's start to see what I can do. But yeah, still trying to get the gist how to use the tools of Photoshop to make the transitions to, especially pixel art. Pixel art is completely different from whatever you see in other platforms and other kind of stuff. Still takes some time to get used to it. But yeah, I was just working on that. It was fun. It was fun. And but yeah, this is when I was saying in one of the older streams, is like the first Hunter design was shit. I have to say it was shit.
Which one was that?
But I still had ideas. I mean, the most important thing, I had the ideas. I had the concepts in my mind. I knew what I was going on and shit. But design was
Was the first version of Hunter a lot different than the new one?
Yeah, because the very first version of Hunter, it didn't have it wasn't separated in chapters or in missions, right? For example, this is one of the things, and this is pretty cool. I'm so glad I was able to make some people inspired. For example, Rainy here, he said he taught himself how to Photoshop. And Photoshop is not an easy tool. Photoshop is not an easy tool, and I am telling you this as a designer. It's not. It requires time. The tricks, as I was saying, basically to work, and this is one of the things I was learning, and I showed it in the last video. This is the trick to start working without fucking up your the colors or stuff. Nearest neighbor, image interpolation, nearest neighbor. This is so the colors that you use in your palette never get fucked up. Hey Dirkex, welcome. How's it going? So yeah, this is the trick that I learned. But yeah, the first versions of Hunter were crap. Really, really bad. But then again, so the first one didn't have...
with that, cause
sorry?
Like when I first started using, like doing stage designs, like in, I don't know, like 2019 or something. Because like my first stage designs were pretty shitty, to be honest. Like, most of them. Just like either recolors of other stages, mostly from like Streets of Rage Remake version 4, and then like random assets put in there that were resized and all blurry.
Yeah, it's tricky. I was
able to teach myself a lot.
Right. I remember when I was seeing the first processes you were working on, and for your mod, you said like, wow, this guy has potential. This is the first thing I said, okay.
When I sent you the first beta?
Yeah. Because I mean you already had something on your mind. You just needed to learn. I just needed to point you a little of my tricks, which is basically how to deal with transitioning, and especially color, perspective. Perspective is a bitch. Perspective without a question is a bitch.
And my old stages had a lot of perspective issues.
Yeah, so we were teaching you know what? Use this wall, try to find, and then I teach you the trick how to make the floor according to the perspective you're seeing, and then we start to working out, and then it became a reality. The mod was start to have a shape, and I was really happy to see the results of DC. I have that.
It was like way better than I was ever expecting. The finished mod was like way better than I was ever expecting it to be when I first started it.
Well, that's how it works. I mean,
to be honest, when I first started it, I didn't even know if I was going to be releasing it for the public or just like making it for myself.
Yeah, yeah, in general, most people always work on that way. I mean, it's like, yeah, I want to make something a little bit relaxed, not too much ambition at first. I mean, also for me, Hunter was like that. I didn't expect Hunter to be the biggest mod that now you see everybody know, right? Like, oh my god, you know, like the hub or the different missions and shit like that. No, the concept of Hunter was also just to test some stages. But then, considering that I love designing, I mean, stuff like, no. I want to put all the shit that I always wanted to do. And started to play on that thing and start to be like, God, you know what? Let's put this and let's do that. And then it came the idea with the hub. The hub, I mean, I am pretty sure that B, when he was designing the concept of SORmaker, didn't have the idea that that we could have stuff like this, right? Especially with when you're using just the different, I mean, the multiple roads, and then you have to, then we just start to work on that. So, well, it was something we just start to work with very limited tools.
You were the first one that came up with the idea
of the hub. Yes. Yeah, I guess I have to give myself a little credit. The idea of the hub was mine. The idea of the hub was mine. Was a concept that I had in mind, because
a lot of people have used it since then.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people start to be more creative, and this is what I like. What I wanted to do with the community. I wanted people to start working on the stuff that just never seen. I mean, and the most important thing that they are that this is possible. I mean, it's not really. It wasn't difficult. It was just to see how far you can go in creating stuff. Yeah, the hub pioneer. There you go. There's Natty here. My first idea was they would go to DC. Oh well, it's funny enough. Also, Rainy had this concept. Natty, wanna come
really,
over to
the same idea?
Yeah, it seems what Rainy is saying, that he also wanted to do a mod based on DC. Natty, come over. If you have time, come over to the voice chat room. We're using the channel of the Syndicate. So probably if you want to drop by and come over and just chat with us, that could be. She's in quiet mode. Aww.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Like, Rain, what was your idea for the story of your DC mod, or did you never get that far?
But yeah, I'm also curious myself. But then, regardless, I mean, I remember when Rainy was at the beginning, he was kind of annoying, asking all these tutorials and stuff, but he was going out everywhere and nowhere. He was trying to have a lot of ideas, but then in the end, he didn't have any. So like, oh, come on, just get focused on one stuff. I'm not much to talk about
back
that.
When start all the different threads in the forums for all these mods, and then just make one post and then just abandon them.
Yeah, but in the end, finally, I guess now, when he's starting all this, I mean, he started hanging out with us and shit like this, I guess now I see he's finally he's onto something. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he's finally gonna release a mod. I think this time he's gonna release it.
Yeah, sure. I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for him, and I told him if he needs any help, you know, I can give him some support from whatever.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because
it's really great to see more people in the.
No, the most impressive thing is this kid. Yeah, you had a lot of ideas. Everybody does. I mean, I don't blame you for that. Everybody had a lot of ideas, so did I. But the point is, we wanted to put everything together into something. Senevent was the guy who was helping me in that time. Is that this Spanish guy? He was pretty active, and he made one of the tools that I love to do. For example, this is one of the tools. This one is a tool he made for SORmaker. So it's basically just to sort out all your tools inside a folder. This is, for me, this is one of the best things he did.
I don't even have that.
Oh, the manager. This manager is pretty good. Daniel Dan, this guy also, he's been doing some really good management stuff in his in the forums and all this kind of stuff. The new tutorials for the palettes looks pretty solid. Looks pretty freaking solid. And
yeah, I saw that on the forums.
Yeah, and what I like is he's working a lot in Phoenix and in this part of the engine. I mean, as I said, now we are basically almost having SORmaker is almost abandonware. Almost. I mean, considering that they are bringing 5.2 in the stuff we don't need and what not. I digress. I don't want to go into that one. But I see that still a lot
we don't speak of 5.2.
Exactly. I don't want to go again to that boat. We already beat that horse for so long. We don't give. I don't want
every fucking stream.
Yeah, right. Every fucking stream we always brought back to that shit. I don't want to beat that horse again. So, but still, considering there's a lot of people in the community that is still looking forward to do a lot of stuff for the game. So back in the topic, Xenovet was helping me a lot. As in, Live Bars Maker looks freaking cool. Later I can upload my manager of Xenovet. I can put it myself in the. I will put them in some of the downloads or something so we can have it. Yeah, so we can do that. So back on topic. Xenovet was giving me a lot of ideas back in the day for Hunter. So yeah, that's why he's credited along with me in part of the creation of this. He was pretty creative, pretty good as well. Haven't heard of him in a while though. It was a long time ago actually, and he doesn't seem to use social media as much. But yeah, he was a great guy. I still consider him a fantastic guy. Haven't seen him in a while. But then Live Bars Maker, pretty good stuff. It's another way to work on new content, to add more ideas, to add more fresh concepts. Daniel is
gonna try to do some experimenting with the Live Bar Maker maybe at some point.
Well, the most important thing is that you will be adding more something more immersive to your, something more unique to your mod. I guess this is what it's all about. It's basically to add about a more unique feeling to your mod. And this is something, I mean, so it doesn't look as a generic Streets of Rage game, you know, like that. So I was saying right on the in Spanish, one of the guys who was coming here, like for example, there were a lot of Russian makers, right? They made a lot of mods. But the point is, they're so freaking generic. Some stuff are pretty awful, to be honest. Like really.
Yeah, like I know what you mean. For even like some of the ones that are remakes of other games.
Yeah, but for example, for me, one of my favorite modders is Sir. Sir, without a question, he's one of the most creative modders of the scene. The guy has like, I don't know how many ideas he comes from, but yeah, like he's pretty creative.
He's got a lot of mods.
Yeah, but if you realize, some of them he's still just experimenting. He's still experimenting, mostly with the data folder. For me, I guess the best experiment and the best results he got for was what's the name of the Combat Tribes. Combat Tribes was a masterpiece. For me, it's one of his best mods ever. I'm not sure you ever played it. If not, give it a spin. But I have to give it, despite the Russians mods being not as beautiful on first sight, they are without a questions one of the ones who brought ahead the modding on, I mean the side of modding, like the data folder and all the stuff that basically we've never seen again, you know, like like working with the noise and characters. B was so reluctant back in the day to mod characters, so that's why he wasn't relieving anything regarding the data folder. Actually, even until this day, he doesn't seem to really like the idea of using the data folder. He's like, nope, I don't want to. And but still Russians did it. Regardless, Russians did it. And so like, fuck no, we are still doing this. And the data folder, and when they just dump out all the content of how the game looks like, they come the new idea. And I believe that was one of the best things, because we finally start to create characters, to work on parts of the game that we were not supposed to do, like for example the pressers. I mean the ones from Streets of Rage 1, the twumps or stuff like this. And this is when I work better, a lot more in, which mod was it? I start to work more in Russian Beat Remake. Russian Beat Remake, I guess, the mod I was working most with the palette and the data folder, and a lot of people were using that mod as a footprint for more ideas. And I feel very honored when some people say, "No, you know what? I love you," or the concept we start. Yes, the data folder was beautiful. The data folder
is great.
Yeah. And once again, that was the best thing we could ever worked on, because we had just ideas. What to do, what can we change, like fire. So start to give some mods. For example, here's when Natty start to jump in, and you know what? Let's give some of them Streets of Rage 1 or 2 more, a little closer feeling. And then Sarah with with Bare Knuckle Mobile. That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. Seeing how he put all the big KM characters at once. I'm like, yep. Now this is what I'm talking about. I tell my brother you're the king of the mods. I ain't the fucking king of the mods. Get out of here. I just like this shit. I just like this shit. I just have fun with it. And
well, then who is the king of the mods if it's not you?
Fuck no, man. I guess, as I said, I see a lot of people in the community who are brilliant. For me, Sarah is one of the kings. Without question, he is one of the kings. Sarah is extremely creative. He works a lot on all this kind of stuff. For me, he is one of the kings. Without a question. The guy knows
Maybe like the king of the data folder or something.
Yeah, for example, CM Blast is another one who's a great modder, and I guess he's the king of the tribute. He's the king of the tribute mods.
I know that he does lots of tributes and remakes of other games.
Yeah, definitely, and the work he does is also off the hook. And yeah, we've been also collaborating a couple of things there. For me, his masterpiece. There are 2 masterpieces of CM Blast. Number 1 was Alien vs Predator, which is the first mod that I consider. There you go. It was a nerve-wrack release. The character fixes and break, right? It's actually, for example, when we made break for the first time in Streets of Rage 3. That was freaking cool. But yeah, back on topic. Yeah, he had the Alien vs Predator was fantastic, because we started to work mostly with cutscenes. Cutscenes was the stuff you see in Alien vs Predator. Now you finally get the cinematics of the game, and that's something that everybody of us always wanted to do.
It was crazy seeing some of how some of the cutscenes are just like so dynamic, and even like the ones that I did for the Infiltrators.
Yeah.
Like it's like some that are moving, but I probably could have done a better job.
Stage animations is not an easy thing. making the animations for your stages, I mean for backgrounds, or I mean the cutscenes, is not an easy thing, and you can ask Natty here. And yeah, but the second mod, one of the best masterpieces of CM Blast, is also without question Urban Drain. Urban Drain is a masterpiece. Urban Drain is beautiful, because I believe that was his most unique mod. I mean, if that wasn't it wasn't like the most of it, which is a tribute from older, I mean like a verbatim tribute, which used to do his thing, but like he started to make his own, I mean his own stage design, because it's based on a 3D game. I don't know if you ever played that one. I still believe it's a masterpiece. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful mod.
I never played the original game for that one.
Oh my god! You never played Urban Drain? Okay, I have to tell you this. What the fuck are you waiting for? Try to get an emulator and play it. It's Tekken, but it's a Tekken like beat 'em up. That's what it is.
It plays like Tekken?
Pretty much. The physics and the characters are based on Tekken. Actually, a lot of the enemies have the Tekken mods. For example, some enemies have the fighting style of Horang. One of the other guys has the animation of Eddie. You know, and of course they have a lot of unique enemies, but like Kadonashi's Kazuya and Jin. So yeah. And actually, there are two guest characters from Tekken, which is Law and Paul, and they fit.
Really?
Yeah, give it a spin.
I'll have to check that out sometime.
Yeah, give it a spin, and let's go. All right, so this wall seems to be a wrap. Look at that. What do you guys think?
I like it personally.
Looks good. Animated scenes can be a
so.
huge task. Yeah, sure. Especially animated if you want to go frame by frame. Actually, I guess the thing that stopped me from releasing Mighty Final Fight EX was pretty much that. I need a couple of just the finale to have it done. It's also 99%. But yeah. But look at this. It looks fine, right? The color transition. It looks like one of those fucked up walls, you know, the colored and stuff. Looks good. Smooth. Okay, Natty approves, which is good. Right. Let's do this. I want for the posters. Let's work in big cam style once. Let's choose this. Let me just cut the edges. Well, anyways, so there you go. Great work. Great. When I am to meet stage whenever I was ranting about college, you need the ripped down posters. Yep, that's what I'm working on right now. All right, let me put this. I'm gonna put this as smooth wall 1, and this is gonna be OG layer. This is gonna be window sills. There you go. Rip down posters. Yeah. Let's get into it. I'll stop them here. There. But no, hell no. I mean, the title to getting myself the king of the mods. No way. I said there's been a lot of work in the community, and I have to give credit to all the people that have been working on. Maybe I had a couple ideas.
Well, I think you'd be one of the kings at the very least. I'll be honest.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That definitely. It means a lot, of course. I mean, because I've been putting a lot of work on this. At least, perhaps the only thing I could request is a little bit of acknowledged, not for my work, but sometimes at least with some of the stuff we are working on. I mean, if we are part of the community, sometimes I just want to, it's not to have even, it's not even freaking entitlement, like Charco was saying, it's not even that. It's just like, hey, just when we were working on the transition from 5.0 to 5.1, a lot of the ideas that we had for Hunter were basically, they were based on Hunter. I mean, the changes basically, like for example the end credits, all this kind of stuff, was work using Hunter as a template. So this is what I don't want to feel like. I mean, like when that 5.2 was released and nobody told the community. I mean, fuck me. I mean, I don't mind if they don't tell me, but for example, Natty here, she made one of the best patches of the characters, like Axel 1. In general, the patches she was working on were spot on. Like really good balance in the characters and shit. It was just ignored, and became Blaze as well. So the goat dude of the community. I feel honored. I appreciate it. I really appreciate that. But once again, this is a community work, and I still believe there's a lot of people involved that they deserve credit. And for me, as I said, Natty, Sir, Onyx, the stuff that Onyx was doing with Battle for Rio is freaking astonishing. For me, he's the king of the usage of the breakables. He's fucking creative masterpiece using breakables. When he starts to use breakables stage designs are the most simplistic thing. But when you start to see all the shit that he was doing with just the breakables, it's amazing. I'm not sure if you agree with that, but yeah.
Like the ones in Battle for Rio?
Yeah. No. In general, he's creative. I mean, the guy is pretty creative guy, and he worked on that thing, and yeah. It was
I really
amazing.
Like the original Battle for Rio games, the first two.
Oh fuck yeah, man! And then when he started to work, also he worked with a lot of ideas with the cutscenes. The cutscenes work he put on was also amazing. Like it starts
like the ones with the where it goes in the stage and then it goes across.
Mm-hmm. When you do the smooth transition from left to right. Or the credits, like the credits on that is pretty solid. Yeah,
I actually did those for the credits in DC too.
Exactly, this is what I told you. If you get the ideas for some credits, use the Onyx's style. Perhaps the only thing the only thing perhaps that I believe. And Onyx is the king of breakables and collision maps, without a question. Yes, he's amazing. Perhaps the only thing I work mostly is stage design. We were perhaps one of the innovative things we were, especially in 1990 when we were working, was a diagonal stage going down and up, like free roam vertical ones. Because if you see the logic when we use the vertical stages is if you go down and you reach the bottom, the stage gets locked. I mean, you will never go up again. So I was and actually this is something very, very funny how the idea came up. It came from a dream. Sometimes I just take shit from that I have in my mind. I just